It is time to learn all about Hello Kitty.
All right, so I bet you're pretty fascinated by Hello Kitty and you want to go beyond just the surface, right? Like past just the cuteness.
Yeah.
Well, we've got you covered.
hmm
And let me tell you, it's a wild ride. Like, did you know she's technically British?
Yeah, it's true.
Hold on, British.
Yeah.
How how did a Japanese icon end up with a like London postcode?
Well, back in 1974, when Yuko Shimizu created her for Sanrio, all things British were incredibly trendy in Japan.
Really?
Yeah, it was a strategic move, to kind of differentiate her from other Sanrio characters who are often set in the U.S.
That is fascinating. So she was riding the wave of British cool before it was even like a thing.
Exactly.
Okay, but let's talk about the elephant, or rather the cat in the room.
Hmm.
Why doesn't Hello Kitty has a mouth?
It's a design choice that sparked endless debate, honestly. Some say it's so you can project your own emotions onto her, making her a blank slate for happiness, sadness, whatever you're feeling.
So she's like an emotional mirror,
Yeah.
reflecting our own inner world.
Exactly. Others believe that it allows her to speak like a universal language of friendship, transcending cultural barriers.
Okay.
And then there's even a theory that she does have a mouth,
Yeah.
hidden beneath that fluffy fur.
Oh, wow.
It's all part of her mystique.
I never thought about it that way. That's genius from a marketing perspective.
Oh, yeah.
This ambiguity makes her incredibly relatable and adaptable. But how did she go from a simple coin purse design to like a global phenomenon?
Well, her popularity skyrocketed during Japan's economic boom in the 70s and 80s. Families had more disposable income, and were eager to shower their kids with adorable merchandise.
Mm.
And this coincided with the rise of kawaii culture, which emphasizes cuteness in all its forms.
So Hello Kitty was the perfect embodiment of this cultural shift.
Yes.
She was cute, approachable, and represented a sense of innocent joy that resonated with people.
Precisely. But to fully appreciate her impact, we need to understand the nuances of kawaii. You see, it's not like a monolithic concept.
Okay.
There are subcategories like ama kawaii, which focuses on sweetness and innocence, and guro kawaii, which combines cuteness with darker, sometimes even unsettling elements. Hello Kitty embodies ama kawaii, which is, a big part of her global appeal.
Wow. I had no idea kawaii was so complex. It's like a whole cultural universe I'm just beginning to grasp.
Totally.
But back to Hello Kitty. Did this kawaii wave carry her beyond Japan's borders?
Absolutely. She became a global ambassador for all things cute. It wasn't just toys and trinkets either.
Really?
She became a UNICEF Goodwill Ambassador in 1983, symbolizing friendship and kindness on an international stage.
That's impressive. From coin purses to promoting global goodwill,
Yeah.
her reach is incredible.
It is.
And she didn't stop there. The Japanese government even appointed her as an ambassador of tourism.
Right. Wow.
It highlights her power as a cultural icon, but, it also sparked controversy.
Oh, some saw it as like a superficial attempt to kind of smooth over political tensions, particularly with China.
It's amazing how a character designed for cuteness can become entangled in such complex geopolitical issues.
It really is.
It shows how deeply embedded she is in our collective consciousness.
Exactly.
And her journey only gets wilder from here. Just wait to hear about the lawsuits,
Oh, yeah.
the artistic interpretations, and the debate that shook the internet is Hello Kitty a cat or a girl?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, now I'm really intrigued. Is she a cat or a girl?
Right, that 2014 announcement from Santorio, that caused quite an uproar online.
Oh, yeah. I remember everyone was freaking out.
Yeah.
Debating her tree identity. It felt like the internet was collectively losing its mind.
Yeah, the internet meltdown was real. People felt like their childhoods were being rewritten.
I know.
But Sanrio clarified they said she was designed in the motif of a cat,
Okay.
but anthropomorphized like Mickey Mouse.
Interesting.
Basically, she walks upright, wears clothes, has human-like traits, but isn't exactly human.
So she's in this weird, in-between space?
Yeah.
Not fully one or the other.
Right.
Kind of like the Sphinx, all mysterious and enigmatic.
I like that.
But speaking of confusing identities, wasn't there a lawsuit involving Hello Kitty and a certain bunny?
Ah, yes, the Miffy case.
Okay.
Back in 2008, Dick Bruna, the Dutch artist who created Miffy, took Sanrio to court.
Wow.
Miffy, a white bunny with simple lines,
Yeah.
and get this, an X for a mouth.
Oh, right. Yeah, Miffy, that little white bunny with the
Yep,
X.
exactly.
I could see the resemblance.
Bears a striking resemblance to Hello Kitty, so Bruna claimed copyright infringement.
So did the bunny win?
It was a partial victory for Miffy. The court ruled that a Hello Kitty-associated character, a rabbit named Kathy, infringed on Miffy's copyright.
Ah,
So Sanrio had to stop selling Kathy merchandise in certain countries.
gotcha.
However, the Hello Kitty character herself was deemed okay.
A legal battle over cuteness.
I know.
It's a bit ironic, isn't it?
It is.
But I guess intellectual property is serious business, even in the world of adorable characters.
It is big money.
So, legal hurdles aside, Hello Kitty continued her reign as like a global icon,
Yes.
particularly in Asia.
Absolutely. In many Asian countries, Hello Kitty's cultural impact is comparable to Barbie in the West.
Wow.
She's been a beloved icon for decades.
Yeah, remember that time she was appointed the ambassador of Japanese tourism to China and Hong Kong?
Oh, yes.
That was 2008, right?
Yeah, 2008.
But I remember it being a little controversial.
It was. Some critics saw it as a superficial attempt to improve relations between Japan and China, given their complex and sometimes strained history.
Yeah, that's true.
You know?
It is fascinating how something as seemingly innocent as Hello Kitty
Right?
can become entangled in like such weighty political matters.
Totally.
It speaks volumes about her cultural influence, you know,
It does.
and the power of like cute diplomacy.
Cute diplomacy. I love that.
But, you know, it does raise questions about cultural appropriation and the use of popular icons to bridge political divides.
It does. It does.
However, regardless of the political implications,
Mm-hmm.
Hello Kitty remains incredibly popular in the United States, too.
She does. She does.
Remember that massive 4-day Hello Kitty convention in Los Angeles in 2014?
Yes.
It attracted over 25,000 visitors.
It's wild.
Wow, that's a lot of Hello Kitty fans.
A lot.
What is it about her that continues to fascinate people worldwide?
You know, I think it's her ability to tap into our universal desire for cuteness, innocence, and a bit of escapism.
Yeah.
In a world that can feel chaotic and overwhelming, Hello Kitty offers a sense of simplicity and joy. It's no wonder she resonates with people of all ages and backgrounds.
You know, going back to her lack of a mouth,
Uh-huh.
I think that plays a big role in her appeal.
I think so, too.
It's such a brilliant design choice, both from a marketing and psychological perspective.
It is.
By not having a fixed expression,
Hmm.
Hello Kitty can literally become anything you want her to be.
Right.
Happy, sad, mischievous, contemplative.
Mm-hmm.
It's all up to the individual to project their own emotions onto her.
Exactly. She's like a blank canvas for our feelings,
Yeah.
allowing us to connect with her on a deeper, more personal level.
It's a form of open-ended storytelling that fosters like a unique kind of engagement.
Right.
And let's not forget how versatile it makes her as a brand.
Oh, totally. She can be used to sell virtually anything.
Yeah.
Because her image isn't tied to any specific emotion or product.
No.
This adaptability is like a marketing goldmine.
Oh, sure.
And it allows her to seamlessly collaborate with other brands and artists
Yeah.
without losing her core identity.
Speaking of collaborations,
Yeah.
I can't get over those Tom Sachs bronze Hello Kitty sculptures.
Oh, those are so interesting.
They manage to be both adorable and unsettling at the same time. It's quite a feat.
They are. You know, Tom Sachs is known for using everyday objects and pop culture icons to create thought-provoking art.
Yeah.
And his Hello Kitty sculptures really blur the lines between high art and mass-produced cuteness,
Yeah.
forcing us to re-examine our perceptions of both.
He's not afraid to, like, push boundaries and spark conversation.
No, he's not.
And that infamous Hello Kitty nativity scene he created back in the 90s, I mean, it definitely did just that.
It did. It was a bold statement, replacing the traditional nativity figures with Hello Kitty as baby Jesus, Madonna in a Chanel bra as the Virgin Mary, and Bart Simpson as the Three Kings.
Wow.
It was a critique of consumerism and the commodification of sacred imagery, all wrapped up in a seemingly innocent package.
Wow. Using Hello Kitty to make a statement about consumerism.
I know, right?
It's incredible how she can be both a symbol of innocence and a tool for social commentary.
Right.
It's like she's holding a mirror up to society,
Mm.
revealing our complexities and contradictions.
Yeah, she's multi-layered.
But enough about art.
Okay.
Let's move on to music.
All right.
From Yoshiki's official theme song to Avril Lavigne's unique interpretation of Hello Kitty-inspired pop.
Yeah.
She's inspired her fair share of musical tributes.
She has.
And who could forget the Hello Kitty Stratocaster guitar?
Oh, Oh, yes, the pink guitar with Hello Kitty's face on it.
I mean, come on.
It's iconic.
It was initially marketed to young girls,
It was.
but it gained a surprising following among serious musicians,
It did.
like some big names. Krista Roselick from Nirvana and Courtney Love
Wow.
have even been spotted playing it.
It's gone from a novelty item to a sought-after collector's piece.
It has.
And I think it speaks to her ability to transcend boundaries and bring people together through a shared love of music and, of course, cuteness.
Right. It's a reminder that even in a world often divided by, like, genre,
Yeah.
taste, and cultural differences, there's something universally appealing about a pink guitar with a cat's face on it.
I agree.
It just makes you smile.
It does. And speaking of bringing people together, did you know Hello Kitty has a massive presence in the world of video games?
Oh, really?
We'll dive into that next.
Okay, so we've covered art, music, even a bit of law and geopolitics.
We have.
But you mentioned Hello Kitty's video game empire.
Yes.
Like, that's a whole other level of cultural impact.
It is. It's quite the gaming legacy, actually.
Pretty-
Her first game came out in 1992
Wow.
for the Famicom, Japan's version of the Nintendo Entertainment System.
Okay.
And since then, there have been countless Hello Kitty games
Wow.
spanning various genres and platforms.
I mean, I've seen pictures of those limited edition Hello Kitty consoles they release in Japan.
Oh, yeah.
The Hello Kitty Dreamcast.
Yeah,
Hello Kitty Game Boy Pocket.
I know.
They're adorable.
They are.
And they sell out instantly.
Instantly.
It's a testament to her enduring popularity in Japan.
It is. While her ranking in character popularity surveys has dipped slightly in recent years with the rise of newer characters, she still holds a special place in many hearts.
Yeah, I mean, it's understandable. Like,
Yeah.
new generations come with their own trends and things.
Exactly.
But she's not just clinging to nostalgia.
No.
Hello Kitty has crossed into mainstream gaming
Yes.
with appearances in games like Sonic Dash, Super Mario Maker.
Yes, and let's not forget Hello Kitty Island Adventure,
Oh, yeah.
a recent hit on Apple Arcade that's coming to other platforms soon.
Oh, cool.
It's a social simulation game where you befriend Sanrio characters
Okay.
and help them restore a tropical island.
That sounds right up my alley.
It's very cute.
It seems like a clever way to, like, introduce Hello Kitty to a whole new generation of gamers.
It is, and that's the key to her longevity, her ability to adapt and evolve while staying true to her core values of friendship, kindness, and of course, cuteness.
Yeah.
I think you're right. Hello Kitty, despite her lack of a mouth, has managed to speak volumes about our culture, our values, and perhaps even ourselves.
Yeah.
And as we've seen, her story is far from over.
It's not.
She continues to evolve, inspire, and even provoke, ensuring that she'll remain a cultural touchstone for generations to come.